Good morning, everybody. I did just want to put up a little video here. I realize I've been putting up some shorts, and out of context they don't mean a lot. They're just like, if you haven't seen my other videos, they're just kind of like boring and totally not interesting in any way, or no intellect in them really. So I thought, I've been having a mouse problem. I've got a mouse in my fire truck over there that's been, I thought, cutting through some wires with its teeth, that kind of thing. And well, I thought I'd try and give you some info about getting rid of some mice. Like, we have such trouble with mice up here on the homestead, and boy, they just get at everything. Like, they chew up everything. They'll go through wires, they'll go through wood, they'll go through everything. And even though my dogs are being ridiculous now, they don't give two tosses about the mice. They just let them run wild in there. So you really have to figure out a way to try and cull them, especially this time of year when it's getting real cold outside and damp. They want to get inside and get warm and get close to food, just like we do, so they will come in the house this time of year, especially like right before winter, trying to get a place to hide out for the winter up here, for sure. And so, two things I wanted to tell you about mice. I was lucky enough to be a pest controller years ago when I was in my real early 20s, and I had a really great guy that he taught me real well. I liked him right from the start because they called him Pesty Pete. His name was Peter, and he taught me an awful lot about mice. And I just wanted to put a couple of those things up here. Like, I don't know if you keep mice or if you keep rodents, that kind of thing, but their front top in size of teeth, they're constantly growing. All throughout their life, their top two big teeth, they're constantly growing, and if they can't chew on things and they can't gnaw on things, like if you have a mouse or a rat that constantly chews on its cage, that kind of thing, on the metal cage, they're not just being jerks. They have to chew on things to keep their teeth sharp and worn down, so they can fit them in their mouth. So when you got rodents and things chewing on everything, that's why they'll chew through wood, they'll chew through anything to get where they want to go. But it's also a mechanism for them to keep their teeth short, and function better. So you'll get wiring, pipes. They'll go through plastic pipes. We had a little like a little display case in the office. I remember when I first worked at this place, it was in a little city, local government in England. It was in a beautiful little city in England, and everywhere has their pest trouble. Beautiful places on top of not beautiful places. So in the office we had a little display case full of things that we, over the years, the guys couldn't believe that a mouse or a rat or something had chewed through. And one of the things that stuck out to me most was a lead water pipe, a solid lead water pipe that a rat, I think, had chewed through it. You could see the gnaw marks on it, like where it chewed through that solid lead, either to get to the water or just to make a path through something else that they were chewing on. I really don't know, but it was just an amazing thing. I guess they cut it out of the when they were fixing it, they obviously had a water leak, cut all that lead piping out, and they gave it to the guys at the council, and they put it in their little display case. So that's one thing you got to watch out for. They'll gnaw through anything at all, even if it's live electrics. They'll go through it, and they'll roast themselves on it by not realizing. So be real careful with that. And the other thing is, I don't know if many people know this or not, but mice drag their bellies and their undercarriages along everywhere where they go. They like to just, they hunker down under things, they go under doors, and they fit in all through the little holes and stuff, and they just drag their bellies and their little undercarriages, depending on their sex. And they like to pee everywhere. They like to tinkle everywhere that they go. And what happens is they drag this pee everywhere that they go, and they make these little pee trails. And basically, anywhere that they walk through your house, on your floor, up the side of your cabinets, or up your curtains, anywhere that they go, up your trouser leg, they leave a lovely little pee trail. So even if you get lucky and you put a trap down, or you carefully bait them in a fashion that doesn't allow for secondary poisoning for other animals to get to it, even if you're lucky to get that mouse or those mice, that pee trail that they leave everywhere allows other mice and other rodents to go exactly where those mice that you caught have gone, and they'll keep coming back. So the best thing you can do is, if you've seen where the mice are going, carpet, hard floor, worktops, clean it all down where you know where they've been going, because bleach it, or good quality homemade cleaner, something like that, which I would rather have, but bleach is good. It's going to kill all that stuff, or anything that's got the COVID seal on it. Now that'll probably clean it, but clean down all of their little paths and all their little holes, and any way you can get to try and eradicate all those little trails, because other mice will just come in. You'll kill those first couple of mice and you'll think, yes, I got those, and then other mice will be looking in and they'll think, oh, there's a little highway I can go on, like I can just run right up here, and they'll go right exactly in the place that you caught these other mice, and they'll keep doing that if they have that trail. So yeah, that's one thing you can do. And also, if you have a bunch of mouse holes in your furniture or in your cabinets and stuff, get some wire wool, some thick wire wool, or some of those Brillo pads, with the soap in them, because that's the one thing mice can't chew on. They cannot chew on that wire wool consistency, or those Brillo pads. They don't like those. So if you've got holes already and you're trying to block them up and get rid of mice, pack them full of wire wool. I don't think it's all that expensive, or those Brillo pad things, and that'll slow them down for quite a bit anyway. So yeah, hopefully that's more of a educational short for you. I'm sorry I keep looking down, because I'm looking at myself in the camera and forgetting that the camera's actually up here. But yeah, that's basically what it is for mice. And hopefully you'll have luck and get rid of them. Just put some traps down, and I thought I use regular traps with peanut butter. That's the only thing I use is peanut butter. So eradicate the trails and block up the holes, and use some peanut butter for the bait. Good day to you guys, and I hope you have a good luck and wish you well with it.